There is a small island in Malaysia shaped like a skull. Legend has it that 200 years ago, a group of indigenous villagers lived there. Then, in a single night, everyone in the village vanished without a trace. Some say a ruthless witch killed all the villagers. To this day, their bodies have never been found. In the blink of an eye, 200 years passed. That story had long since been forgotten by the outside world. A group of young people, eager to prove their courage, decided to spend the night on the island. They wanted to prove themselves that way, but the moment they set foot on the island, Laura sensed that something was wrong. Even so, curiosity led them deeper into the jungle. What they did not realize was that they were walking straight into danger. The farther they went, the darker it became. Before long, an abandoned village appeared before them. Several eerie wooden dolls stood at the entrance. Even stranger, a circle of rope had been tied around the outer edge of the village, as if it had been deliberately placed there to keep outsiders out. From a distance, the whole village looked terrifying. Nick paid it no mind and casually reached out to untie the rope. No one expected that single action to release a curse that had been sealed away for years. Laura immediately felt uneasy. Meanwhile, Nick began scribbling on one of the wooden dolls nearby. Laura stepped in at once to stop him. Ever since childhood, Laura had been able to see things ordinary people could not. That made her far more alert than the others. But her warning failed to stop the others from continuing forward. Since night was falling, they decided to stay there overnight. Late that night, Laura was awakened by the sound of crying in the forest. When she got up to investigate, she saw something horrifying. Her friends were sitting in a neat row, each of them looking as if they were asleep. Before she could understand what was happening, they lay down one by one. That was when Laura realized there was something wrong with the village, but the others still had not noticed the danger. The next second, Laura jolted awake. It was already daylight, and everything from the night before felt like a dream. Laura did not think much of it. The group went to the shore together to wait for the guide to pick them up, but Laura still felt uneasy. She could not tell whether what had happened the night before had really been a dream. Just as Ellie was about to contact the guide, she realized that the phone signal they had yesterday had completely disappeared. Even more bizarre, an extra photo had appeared in the phone gallery. In the picture, all 7 of them were lying neatly on the ground. They had clearly all been asleep at the time. So who on earth had taken that photo? The photo immediately frightened the 3 of them. It also made Laura even more certain that what had happened the night before was not a dream. They waited from morning until night, but the guide never came. Worried that the same thing might happen again, Laura and her companions deliberately switched to another cabin that night. After everyone had fallen asleep, Nick secretly slipped into the jungle with his girlfriend Katie. While fooling around, the two accidentally kicked over a pile of stones. The instant the stones collapsed, a burst of green smoke suddenly rose from a nearby cave. The witch's seal had finally been completely broken. At that very moment, Laura woke with a start. No one was left inside the cabin, but outside, she could vaguely see firelight. Terrified, she stepped out of the cabin and found the villagers seemingly in the middle of a ritual. The moment an old man untied the rope, the witch suddenly appeared. Before Laura could even react, the witch lunged at the villagers. Even more horrifying, the witch could see Laura in the dream.